Hey friends, so welcome back to my very messy kitchen. We woke up this morning and had two littles not feeling great, so I ended up running to the store to grab stuff for the ever faithful chicken noodle soup. And as a result, I did not get dishes done from breakfast. I was at a church thing last night, so the kitchen is quite a mess. But while I was checking out and going through like the produce section of the store, there were some organic mandarin oranges, like the little cuties, which are very rare in our area to find the organic ones. The conventional ones are always available, but organic are hard to find, so I grabbed a couple bags of those, some fruit, bananas, what have you. And I was musing about, it's interesting to me, as somebody who grows my own food for our family and kind of looks to feed my kids and my husband and us as best we can, even our animals, trying to feed them as healthy as we can. It's funny to me that the foods that we default to during certain seasons are probably because those are what are in season. So hear me out. So for example, like, what are the things that we traditionally feed ourselves? I'm looking to see if I pulled an onion out. What are some of the things that we traditionally feed ourselves when we're not feeling good? Chicken noodle soup, oranges, applesauce. Okay. And so I was standing there in the store thinking too much, which is not unusual for me. And I'm like, why? Why are the traditional foods that we eat what they eat? Besides the fact that maybe like a doctor told us to eat some chicken noodle soup or applesauce, or what is it called, the white diet, where you do like rice, toast, applesauce, whatever it is. And then it hit me, because that's what's in season. So it's interesting to me, and maybe I'm the only one on the planet that feels this way, but it's interesting to me that during the sick seasons, like in the winter when people tend to get sick, that the foods that we eat are actually what would have been available before, like, the modern industrial food system. So for example, carrots, like, let's just go with chicken noodle soup, because that's what I'm making right now. It's top of my mind. What goes into chicken noodle soup? Okay, traditionally garlic, onions, carrots, celery, pasta of some sort, maybe rice, depending on what you're going for, and chicken, right? Okay. Why is that the case? And I'm like, and I don't know. I haven't done the research on when chicken noodle soup became a thing. But it's interesting to me that in the winter, That is a big carrot. So I guess while I'm in this like season of rest, like try not to force things in the winter that aren't natural for this area. Like we can't grow a ton of things in our garden. I don't have a greenhouse, so I can't kind of overrule some of the plants that you could grow if you had a greenhouse or a high tunnel. But it's like, I don't know, I guess it just goes back to like embracing the season of life that you're in. Like in the winter, it's not natural for us to eat strawberries in West Virginia because strawberries don't grow in the winter. It's not natural for us to eat a ton of fresh grapes because they're not intended to keep and they're not growing. Now apples, some apples will keep, and eating the apples that are of the variety to keep all winter long would be more natural for our bodies than some other types. Now oranges, I think I remember growing up, my mom and papa, we always got nuts and oranges in our stockings, and my cousins and I always kind of laughed about it. But now that I'm kind of like into this functioning in this season, it makes so much sense because oranges, number one, would have been rare in our area, especially during that time because there were no orange trees and no orange groves. But oranges are coming ripen in California and in Florida during this time. And so it would make sense that that would be part of your Christmas present because it was a treasure that was from that season. I don't know, it's just super really cool when you slow down and you start embracing the seasons that you're in. When you slow down enough to give yourself time to think about things. Like it makes sense that chicken noodle soup in the winter when you're not feeling good would be one of the things that you would make because that's what technically is in season for your body to eat. And the nutrients that you need to recover from being ill are in the food that are available in that season. And it's just such a cool thought. Like the healing powers that are in garlic, the healing powers and the nutritional benefits of good carrots and good celery and good onions and good meat. Like, of course our body would crave that when we're sick because it's looking for the nutrients that it needs to get better. And so I just challenge you guys, like I'm still embracing it. I haven't perfected it, but it's like I know a lot of people in our area are tired of the winter already, but it's like for me, I'm having to stop and go, okay, like, what about this is driving me crazy? Is it the cold? Okay, well, maybe I'm too okay with my comfort. Maybe it's time that I get uncomfortable about something. Is it the snow and not being able to get out and go somewhere? Well, maybe for me, I need to slow down. Maybe it's, I just want to start something new. Well, for me right now, it's okay, slow down and appreciate what we have. Like, instead of going, man, I wish I had X, Y, and Z, it's like, we built a pole barn last summer. It's not perfect, it's not done, but my animals are warm and safe in this nasty weather. Like, We may be doing turkey noodle soup because I do not have any more canned chicken. All right, well, we're going with turkey noodle soup and chicken broth. Honestly, it's not a big deal. I've got a couple kids who aren't huge fans of meat. I've got one specific who's the baby. So we'll just do a little bit of chicken, lots of broth and veggies. So it'll be good. And noodles. I don't know. I don't know what season you're in. I don't know if you're watching this video and it's the dead of winter or you're in the heat of summer, but having time to just stop and think this month has been really enlightening. Just dwelling on, why don't I appreciate a delicious strawberry? Because I have access to strawberries all year round, and so maybe it's okay to not have a strawberry in the middle of the winter when they're not actually doing my body the benefit that my body needs for that season. Like, it's winter, my body needs the root vegetables and it needs the meat, and learning how to be okay with that is kind of the process that I'm in right now. So I don't know. Trip to the grocery store, because we don't grow all of our own food yet. We're getting there, but we're just not there yet. But a trip to the grocery store, slow down month, it's pretty cool what you start to think about and dwell on. So anyway, I don't know what season you're in, but I challenge you, take some time to think about it. Like, why are you doing what you're doing in that season? And is it the right season for it? So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye.